Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your one and only Lady Jackson. I know you miss me talking about your favorite Kanatsi. Oh my god, my voice, it's giving. Anyways, guys, so obviously, most of you cannot see any update or any of the former videos I've made on Kanaga Junior and Tati. That's because I had to take them down because of the witch hunt that is happening on or towards content creators by the Big Brother franchise. Now, this is done by, I think, DSTV and MultiChoice, as they are like the sole owners of the franchise of Big Brother in Africa. So of course they've been taking down channels, any channel that uses short clips, no matter how short, from their video, from their Big Brother, the ongoing Big Brother, or any channel that even uses the screenshot from those, you know, their live show. And it's very sad because, like, we give the show even more exposure than it has. We get to give our own, you know, reactions. But it is what it is. Anyway, so I had to take these videos down. But this will be the first that I'm going to be making. And obviously, y'all just need to hear me talk about about everything that is happening. And I have juicy details. Now, of course, the last juicy update I gave you all was the time. There were two. One was the time Kanaga Junior and Tati were having a conversation in like the garden, around the garden, and they were, you know, talking about random stuff. And the highlight of that video was when Tati was pointing at his, you know, in between his legs, pointing at his odoguna, his machine gun that is skunking, and she was like saying that she is going to cut it off, she's going to take it away. And he was like, okay, if she takes it away, what will she enjoy and stuff? And then he was now dancing and describing how he was going to dance and rock with her, which was interesting. The next one was the video that she allegedly, obviously, stripped for him around the bathroom when after she put her hands in his trousers, and he was like telling her to stop, you know, taking her clothes off. And then the cameraman, or who is in charge of the coverage, had to take the video off around that section, but we were still hearing their voices as they were having the conversation. She literally flashed her, you know, the two stuff she has up on her chest in front, and started even taking down her, you know, shorts when, it was a sweatpants she was wearing, yes, when all the camera was taking off. But of course, with the amount of lip smacking moments these two have been having throughout the show, people have been asking the question, are you trying to tell us that nothing has been happening, you know, when they go to sleep? One time I had mentioned that something had happened, like I think Kanaga Junior Tati was gasping when, you know, stuff was happening. But then people are telling me, oh, nothing happened, it was just, they were just talking and stuff. I'm like, I know what I hear, I know what I see. The blankets were shaking, everywhere was shaking. Oh my god, I'm playing too much. I'm literally playing too much. And then yesterday, during the day before, like when they were finally like wrapping up their preparations towards their wager games, we saw where ipeleng was like, you know, trying to check out Tati's dressing, and he was like, you know, a bit of styling her. Now, since Tati was one of ipeleng's models and the dressing was to see how it's going to fit and stuff, you know, Kanaga Junior was helping ipeleng to style Tati, and, you know, telling her how the plastic or the elastic material was going to be good around her waist, what she needs to turn over or turn in and stuff, you know. And then Tati was just looking at him and smiling, saying, oh, she missed him and she knows he has a lot of things he was going to do. Now, of course, that's true. They've not had the most moments like every other week that they had, because this week's wager game was very, very intense. Everybody was active and busy. It's not like other, you know, wager games, they were not all active and busy, but this was plenty of work. And it was really nice to see that they actually won the wager game. Now, on something y'all missed, and I didn't talk about it, which I'm sorry that I didn't. Just 2 days ago, or was it? It wasn't last night, yeah. It was just two nights ago. Kanaga, Jenni, and Tati also obviously spent the night together, talking and just their usual way. And then, soon, there was this lip smacking moment. There was plenty of lip smacking moments. And then, now, this was still doing the lights on. Like, it was not even the lights out. And it was just the both of them upstairs in Santa. And, they were, I think they were covered or something. And then we started hearing Kanaga Jr. sing. Like, he was singing a tone. It was just like a melody. It wasn't actual song. He was just singing a melody, and there was no words. Now, he was using it to, muffle the sounds that was being made, and to muffle the buffy up and down movement and sound that was happening with the blanket. Obviously, just like I'd mentioned that there was a time she was gasping and, making sounds. This time, I think she was the one doing the do. She had her hand somewhere and it was just going up and down, up and down, up and down. That was what was happening. These people trying to explore. Why do I feel they've been doing something else? Because there was another time they spent time in the bathroom. Now, I don't want to even take it. Or were they doing the same? Were they doing what Luke in an interview said that, he and ipeleng went to go and pray in the bathroom? Oh my God. Anyways, so this morning was another beautiful moment for Kanaga and Tati, as they were seeing around the same spots they were seeing the last time, where she was pointing at his stuff and saying she was going to take it out. And, they were having random conversations. But this time he was still wearing the black shorts, and she started rubbing on his thighs, on his legs, and he was letting out sighs like, ooh, yes, you like what you see, you like it. And I was like, these two people. Soon enough, she stood up and she started, shaking her bum and dancing, just like he said she should stop twerking before. And she stopped, and then he grabbed her and was hugging and, smiling and being all mushy. And then she started saying, oh my God, where have you been all my life? And in my mind, I'm like, girl, I'm going to sing you a song. Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life? Well, they weren't done making us jealous, as then she sat back down and they started telling each other, hey, do better, do better. Now, he was telling her to do better when he was referring to the fact that she needed to dance more. And then I don't know what she was referring to, obviously. And then, of course, he stood up and wanted to walk away, and then she dragged him and was like, come give me some sugar. And I'm like, okay, girl, what you referring to? And then she was still sitting down and she pulled him close. He walked close, and of course the camera was backing Kanaga Jr. What we know is that she was sitting, her head was directly around his, although when I had his machine gun. For those of you that understand my English, his ntanta. Yes. And I'm like, girl, is that the sugar you were craving for? Because I know with all of these things you guys are doing small, what has been happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing? Because these cameramen, they are doing us the most. Because, excuse me, why do we subscribe? Why do we watch the show if not for the content? Now, the best part is this. I actually think a lot has been happening between these two. And maybe she was getting really, really into it. That was why, he told her that they should, focus on the game for now and then build something amazing, and that he needed to work on himself as to how he handled his former relationships, So I really think, just aside the lip smacking, a lot of other stuff is happening. But of course, we like it. And when I feel like I will still drag your favorites, including Kanaga and Tati, y'all know that all we do on this page is to catch crows. So it's not that deep. It is not that deep. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell button to have a notification of every post I make. Don't you dare forget to share, comments down below, and also share this video, because whether you like me or not, whether I drag your favorite or not, whether you agree with me or not, I still love you.